Well, Bev, Japan is a major player in the Pacific. They're the second largest aid donor, just ahead of New Zealand and behind Australia, and they have the second largest diplomatic presence in the Pacific. So purely from a personal selfish reason, the Pacific is very important to Japan. It is its neighbourhood and they share a lot of ocean resources. In fact, around 40% of the tuna that Japanese eat here comes from the exclusive economic zones of the Pacific Islands. So it's very much in Japan's national interest to have good relations with Pacific Islands. But another broader concern that's been coming out of Japan, particularly the last 2 years, is concerns over China entering the space and concerns over whether the islands will end up being more fragmented. Obviously, there was the highly publicised deal between China, this so-called secretive security deal with the Solomon Islands last year, and that really elevated Japan's concerns about the future of the Pacific and what they want to do, which is very similar to what Australia wants, which is to work within the multilateral framework, the Pacific Islands Forum, and try and have the forum as unified as possible to keep, I guess, power in numbers, essentially. And today we saw that unity on things like climate change. Pacific Islands have repeatedly said that that's their number one security concern, and Japan completely acknowledges that and agrees that more needs to be done to tackle climate change. From a security perspective, obviously, this is where the China question comes in. Japan did get in a final statement that, they want to respect sovereignty of the Pacific Islands and that the force should not be used to unilaterally change the status quo. That's a line you hear a lot from Japan, and it stems from the fact that Japan is concerned what happened to Ukraine may happen to Taiwan in the future. Now, this is an interesting time now because of that, because in the United States, we've obviously had the Republican conference going on. We've just got Trump's vice president nominee, J.D. Vance, and he's made it clear, for instance, he doesn't see that America should be supporting Ukraine, and he wants the United States to pivot to Asia.